apart. No guards, no names, know who we are.
The night feels different on my skin,
Like something's breaking from within.
you make it sound so easy, love, like stepping out is not enough.
You don't know what it takes to fall, with nothing there to catch at all.
Then stay a while,
No one will see.
that's not the part that frightens me.
Then what is it?
You and what you're doing to me.
No crowns, no cages, no one to blame. No careful distance, no perfect game. Just this moment we stole from the night,
And I don't know how to hold it right. If we let go of what we've been,
there's no telling who we are within.
then maybe that's the only way to survive what we couldn't say.
My plan was simple, keep it clean. A little charm, a little mean.
You fall, I win, we play it through.
I never planned on wanting you.
Then don't pretend you still can choose, like this is something you can lose.
You're not the mask you learn to wear.
Not here, not now, not anywhere.
You don't know what you're asking me. I'm asking you to just be free.
Then fall with me, or not at all. No crowns, no cages, no one to blame. No careful distance, no perfect game.
Just this moment we stole from the night,
And I don't know how to hold it right. I don't know how to do this real. Then don't just tell me what you feel.
that's the part I've always feared.
Then say it now.
I'm still here. I was supposed to make you fall,
Did you?
not like this, not at all. No crowns, no cages, just you and me. No past to haunt what this could be. Just this moment we chose to take,
And every rule we're about to break. If this is wrong, I don't need right. If this is real, I'll stay tonight.
just this moment.
Just this night.
No crowns, no cages, just us this
Chapter 5. Midnight Deal. The letter arrived folded too neatly. No seal, no signature. Of course. Gale turned it over once before opening it, already knowing who it was from. The market is not as harmless as you seem to believe. Stay away from it. She stared at the words. That was it. No flourish. No charm. No smirk hidden between the lines. Just a warning. Gale exhaled slowly. Of course you would say that. Her familiar perched nearby flicked its tail. You're going anyway. Gale folded the letter again. Carefully. Yes. Even after that? She slipped it into her sleeve, especially after that. The night market was louder than before, or perhaps she was simply less distracted. Gale moved through the crowd, slower this time, more aware of the edges, the shadows. The spaces where something might be waiting, still. She didn't expect him. That was the problem. "You're looking for someone." Gale turned. Petras leaned casually against a stall, smile easy, posture relaxed. Too relaxed. "I'm looking for a way through this crowd," Gale said lightly. Petras chuckled. "Of course you are." He pushed off the stool, falling into step beside her without invitation. "You were at the gala," he said. Gale didn't look at him. "I was." "With him." A beat. Gale allowed herself the smallest pause. "Was I?" Petras grinned. "Oh, I like you," he said. "You're either very clever or very bad at pretending." "Perhaps both." That would make sense. They walked a few more steps. "So," Petras continued, "what exactly are you doing here?" Gale tilted her head slightly. "Exploring." "Dangerous hobby?" "I've been told." "And you ignored it?" Gale smiled. "I usually do." Petras laughed. "I can see why he likes you." Gale's gaze flicked toward him. "Does he?" "Oh, yes," Petras said. "It's very inconvenient." Something in his tone shifted. Subtle. But there. Gale felt it. A fraction too late. "Where is he?" she asked. Petras's smile sharpened. "Not here." The air changed. Gale stepped back. Instinct finally catching up. "I think I should go," she said. "I don't think you should," Petras replied. Too close now. Gale's hand lifted. Magic sparking instinctively at her fingertips. "Don't." Too late. The energy surged. Wild. Unfocused. And burst outward. Not as force. Not as fire. But as a rush of wind. Soft. Weightless. Butterflies. Dozens of them. Shimmering, harmless, completely useless. They scattered into the air between them. Petras blinked. "Seriously?" Gale stared at her hands. No, that's not." Her breath hitched. "Not here. Not now." "Right," Petras said, stepping forward again, voice lighter now, amused. "Well, that's disappointing." Gale tried again. Nothing. The magic slipped. Unsteady. Wrong. Petras reached for her, and something moved above them. Fast. A blur of red and shadow. Astarion. He hit Petras hard enough to send him back a step, claws catching just enough to warn. Not enough to maim. "Don't," Astarion said, low and sharp, fangs just visible. Petras raised his hands, still smiling. "Well, there he is. Leave." "Oh, I think I'll stay," Petras replied. "This just got interesting." Astarion stepped forward again. "I won't ask twice." Something in his voice shifted. Petras paused. Then, with a small, amused tilt of his head, he stepped back. "For now," he said, and disappeared into the crowd. Silence. Then motion. Astarion turned, grabbed Gale's arm. Not rough, but not gentle either. Come on. Before she could respond, they were moving. Up. Walls, stone, air. The rooftop swallowed them. Astarion let go the moment they landed. What were you thinking? He snapped. Gale blinked. I told you to stay away, he continued, pacing now, sharp, restless. Did you not get the letter? I got it. And you came anyway? Yes. Why? Gale opened her mouth, then stopped, because she didn't have an answer that didn't sound exactly like what it was. I thought I could handle it, she said instead. Astarion let out a short, disbelieving laugh. With what? Gale flinched. Only slightly. That wasn't, she started. He gestured sharply. The butterflies? The word hit harder than it should have. Gale's hands curled at her sides. It doesn't usually. Usually? He cut in. You call that usually? Something in her chest cracked. It's not supposed to do that, she said, quieter now. She stopped. Her voice didn't come out right. I lost focus, she tried again. It's just... Her breath hitched. It's been... No. Not here. Not now. Gale turned away. It doesn't matter, she said. I should have been able to... Her voice broke. Just slightly. And that was enough. Astarion stilled. Completely. Gale pressed her lips together, blinking hard. Not here. Not in front of him. Not like this. And then... The tears came anyway. Silent. Unwanted. I'm fine, she said quickly. She wasn't. Astarion crossed the distance between them before he thought about it. Hey. He stopped himself. Too late. Gale didn't look at him. I'm supposed to be better than that, she said, voice uneven. I'm supposed to... Her hands shook. I can't even... Astarion didn't think. He just... moved. Pulled her into him. Gale froze. For half a second. Then... She didn't pull away. His voice dropped, softer now. You were distracted, he said. Gale let out a broken laugh. That's not an excuse. It is if it's true. It's not enough. It was tonight. She shook her head against him. It shouldn't have been. Astarion exhaled slowly. Stop, he said. Gale stilled. You're not the only one who's off balance, he added. That got her attention. She pulled back just enough to look at him. What? Astarion hesitated. Just for a moment. Then, this isn't how this is supposed to go, he said. Gale's breath caught. No, she said quietly, it isn't. Silence. Then, he kissed her. Not careful. Not planned. Just... there. Gale inhaled sharply, then leaned into it, like she had been waiting for it, like she knew. The world narrowed, to breath, to contact, to something neither of them could pretend wasn't real anymore. When they broke apart, neither of them moved far. This is a bad idea, Astarion said. Yes. Dangerous. Very. A beat. Neither of them stepped back. Astarion exhaled slowly. I was a slave, he said suddenly. Gale blinked. What? For 200 years, he continued, voice quieter now. Every decision made for me, every move controlled. Gale didn't interrupt. I'm free now, he said. Or I'm supposed to be. A small, humorless laugh. And I have no idea what to do with that. Gale watched him. I know that feeling, she said softly. Astarion glanced at her. I doubt that. I don't control my magic, she said. Not really. It just happens. And everyone expects me to pretend that it's something I've mastered. Astarion's expression shifted. They expect you to perform, he said. Yes. A beat. And you don't know if you can. Gale exhaled. No. Silence settled between them. Not empty. Understanding. We shouldn't be doing this, Astarion said. I know. And yet, I don't want to stop, Gale finished. Astarion closed his eyes briefly. Neither do I. That was the problem. What do we do? Gale asked. Astarion looked at her. Really looked. And for once, he didn't have an answer. I don't know, he said. And for him, that was everything. Silence settled again, but it wasn't the same silence. Gale didn't step away. Neither did he. How long do we have? She asked quietly. Astarion blinked. What? She glanced toward the edge of the rooftop where the faintest hint of horizon sat just beyond the buildings. Until it matters, she said. Astarion followed her gaze. The sky was still dark, but not endlessly so. Not long enough, he said. A beat. Gale nodded. Then we shouldn't waste it. That was not what he expected. Astarion looked back at her. You understand what you're saying, he said. Yes. You understand what I am? I do. And you're still here. Gale's expression didn't waver. So are you? That landed. Astarion exhaled slowly. This is where I'm supposed to walk away, he said. Yes. This is where I tell you it's too dangerous. You already did. And you ignored me. I'm continuing to. Astarion let out a quiet, disbelieving laugh. You're making this very difficult? You're the one who followed me, she replied. I told you, he said softer now. I wasn't going to. And yet? A pause. Astarion studied her. Really studied her. Not as a game. Not as a challenge. As a choice. You don't know what this becomes, he said. No, Gale admitted. But I know what it is right now. And that's enough. For tonight, she said. The word lingered. Tonight. Astarion's jaw tightened slightly. You can't stay when the sun rises, she added, quieter now. No. And I can't follow you where you go. No. A beat. So, Gale said, lifting her chin just slightly, why pretend this is anything else? Astarion closed his eyes for half a second, because she was right. And that was the problem. When he opened them again, something had shifted, not gone. Not safe, but honest. Just tonight, he said. Gale's lips curved. Just tonight. The city moved below them. Unaware, unchanged. Up here. Time narrowed. They moved without needing to say anything else. Closer. Easier now. Not careful. Not calculated. Just there. Astarian's hand found hers again. This time not as a performance. Gale didn't hesitate. Tell me something real, she said softly. Astarian huffed a quiet breath. That's a dangerous request. So, is everything else tonight? He glanced at her. Then relented. I don't like the silence, he said. Gale blinked. What silence? The one after, he said. When there's no one telling me what to do, no one deciding what comes next. A beat. It's too quiet, he added. Gale's expression softened. I don't know what I'm supposed to be, she said. Astarian tilted his head slightly. You seem fairly certain. That's the performance, she replied. It's easier if everyone thinks I have control. And you don't. No. A small shared breath. Good, he said quietly. Gale frowned slightly. Good? Yes. Why? Astarian's gaze held hers. Because neither do I. That felt like something. Gale laughed softly. That's not reassuring. It wasn't meant to be. A pause. Then she leaned into him again. And this time, he didn't hesitate. The night stretched. Not longer. Just fuller. Closer. Quieter. For once, neither of them was pretending. It was Gale who noticed first. The shift in the air. The subtle paling at the edge of the sky. She pulled back slightly. Astarian! I know. His voice had changed. Tighter. Controlled. Gale glanced toward the horizon. You have to go. Yes. Neither of them moved. A beat. Then another. Gale exhaled softly. Was it the lark? She murmured. Astarian huffed a quiet laugh. You're quoting tragedy now? Only the relevant parts. Astarian shook his head slightly. It's always the sun, he said. Gale looked back at him. And that's not something we can argue with. No. Astarian shook his head slightly, but there was no real amusement in it now. You do realize there's a reckoning coming, he said. Gale's brow lifted. Is there? You spent the night out, he continued, with a vampire. The word landed differently this time. Not as a reveal. As a consequence. Gale let out a soft breath. Yes, she said. That does sound like something they'll have opinions about. Astarian's gaze held hers. They won't call it opinions. No, Gale agreed. They'll call it failure. A beat. Then she tilted her head, studying him. And your brother, she added lightly, though there was nothing light in her eyes. I imagine your family won't be thrilled either. Astarion's expression tightened, just slightly. No, he said, they won't. Silence stretched between them. Then I suppose we've both made poor decisions, Gale said. Astarion huffed a quiet breath. That would be the generous interpretation. A flicker of something passed between them. Almost humour. Almost regret. And then it settled back into something heavier. Silence. Then Astarion stepped back. Not abruptly, but decisively. This is where it ends, he said. Gale held his gaze. For tonight, she said. Astarion's expression flickered. Ah, for tonight. A beat. Then he was gone. And the sky continued to lighten.